Bikes Omega. That's right. Today we're going to learn how to do an oil change. It's been about 3,000 miles. Don't take it to the dealership for your oil change because they'll be like, you need all the basic maintenance and stuff, and they'll charge you like $130 and like $25 in parts. So don't do that. Just do this. I'll show you the other stuff they do later on in other videos. So that's why you should hit the little subscribe thingy and then watch the other videos because it'll help you save money. We have basically, for any motorcycle pretty much, you're just going to find the drain plug, the oil drain plug on the bike, and let the oil out for there. For this bike, you just need to take off these 3 bolts on each side, and this little piece removes down. You don't even have to remove all the fairings. Like on that bike, you'd have to remove all the fairings, but again, on this side, that bolt, that bolt, that bolt, an Allen wrench will get it off. So we're going to do that real quick. And also, I forgot to mention for this bottom part, there's that one as well, on that side, and that one. I took off these 3 screws, so let's get these, and then we'll take it off. The good thing about this, you don't need a bike stand or anything, and most people think you even need to take off these little quick snaps. You just slide these down, you don't even need them. Just take that part off. And same on that side. Watch out around here too, because it's all hot. Sorry. Then it just slides right out. So there's that. And in case you didn't know, this is a 2011 drain plug. But this one's really easy. It just comes down right there. The other last 2-year models, they came over there and you had to worry about the pipes and make a little funnel, but this one's just right there. It's really easy. So that's how you do it on the 2011 Ninja 650. Okay, I don't know if you've never changed oil before on anything, but just in case, what you'll need is new oil. The kind to use is the SAE, make sure it's a SAE 10W40. 4-stroke, not 2-stroke or anything else, just this one exactly. You also need a new oil filter. You just make sure you get the right one for your bike. And the oil filter on this bike is right there. It's the old one. It just screws off that way. Normally it could be hard to get off because you should torque it down, but this video will have very limited tools. I don't even have a funnel, but we'll make something. Drain plug, oil filter. So you always want to take the oil filter off after you drain it. So we're just going to remove that slowly and we'll do it in a second. So yeah, make sure you have an oil drain pan or just any type of pan, and make sure it's under. Be careful because the oil is going to be really hot. Make sure you run your bike a little while. Take it around the block before you change your oil. You want to do it slowly, don't burn your hand. We're just draining out all the old oil to put in new oil. This is the oil drain plug. You should be replacing the washer every other time you change your oil, or every time. Probably should replace it this time, but it's no big deal. We'll do it next time. So it's all done draining. So we're going to try to get this off by hand. See how it leaks out, be ready for that. Don't just move the pan. I guess if you want to keep it clean, you could put a funnel or whatever, but it's all good. Old oil filter, don't need anymore. So the new one goes actually right in there, just kind of screws in, but before you do that, you want to make sure this is well lubed around the area. You gotta lube the hole before you can just stick it in. Don't go into rushing things getting excited now. But make sure it's well, you can just get it from there. You don't want to use any of this old grimy stuff because dirt and stuff can get in the engine, and we can't have any of those shenanigans around here. Not with the Kawasaki. There we go. And normally you'd have tools in the oil filter socket with a torque wrench to make sure it's specified to the correct tension. From your owner's manual will tell you what it should be at, but unless you're a dumbass and barely screw it on, it's not gonna fall off. So I put it just more tight than hand tight. I'll eventually get one, the correct tools, but whatever. Pretty sure most people who've never changed their oil don't own one, so not big of a deal. Okay, so for this bike, now all we need to do is add the oil. We can do it right in here. The screws off and we put it in there. You'll need a funnel. Again, we have limited tools, so we made our own funnel. If you do something like this, though, make sure there's no food or water around it. You want anything but oil going in there. But yeah, let's use exactly 2 quarts.
Don't be a dumbass. Make sure you put the drain plugs back in.
There's so many people that forget that. Like, oh no, my oil. Yeah, make sure this is in. Should probably tighten it. To measure how much oil you're putting into your bike, this is a oil read meter. You'll notice there's a little line. That's where the oil comes up through here. There's these 4 nicks here. And as long as there are oils in between these 2, you're fine. But don't just fill it up with a bike off and think you're fine, because when you turn on the engine, it'll all run through and it'll eventually go down. So I'll show you how to do that in a second, but for now, just add in 2 quarts of oil in here. So I got done putting in the 2 quarts of oils. So I'm just gonna put the cap back on. Hopefully you didn't go out and do this and you forgot the drain plug. Hopefully. Make sure it's on there. So you want to look at the oil meter. The thing about not having a bike stand though is you need to make sure it's straight to read it. So you have it lifted up and you see it rise. And it's probably going to go well above these little nicks. It's at the top of the nick. So we're going to turn on the bike. Let the oil run through. Just leave it going for about 30 seconds. We'll check out the oil level now. And it's still at the top. It's going down a little now. See how it's leveling out. So there we go. We ran the bike a couple times, turned it off, ran it again. It's perfectly in the middle with 2 quarts of oil. These nicks again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the middle. And there we go. Just replace the fairings with the screws. Oh, don't forget to dispose of your oil when you're done from the pan or wherever you drain it. Usually in that field over there, just go dump it in the grass and then it's good. I'm kidding, no, don't do that. Take it to an auto shop and they'll properly dispose of it for you. Don't just go dump it into your neighbor's trash can or anything. So there you go. You reattach that bottom fairing. Again, that screw, that screw, that screw, and that one, like that on both sides. And you're good to go. We got more videos on maintenance coming up. That video on how to ride a bike. Lots of things coming.